the line. Here's your Case. Winds it up. Scores! Oh, my.
Here's a chance for Bradley. Scores!
Ryan Spence weaving his way in. Here's Spence. Scores!
From the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois, it's almost time for Bradley hockey. Today, the Bradley Braves look for their 4th consecutive victory as they host the Central Michigan Chippewas. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining us alongside Mitch Kaminski. It's Larry Larson in with you, and Mitch, these Bradley Braves are sure rolling after taking back-to-back games against McKendree.
Yes, they are. Back-to-back shutout wins, too, so the defense was stellar. The offense is really starting to roll, so this Bradley team is hot. And for Central Michigan, it's kind of the tale of the two teams now going in opposite directions. They just got swept by Illinois State, and they are still winless. So they're looking for their first win here today. And meanwhile, also for Bradley, Cam Atchison is on a heater right now. 6 goals in 7 games. He had 2 last night, so he's looking to carry that performance over into today's match.
Atchison, one of a few very, very hot players for the Bradley Braves so far this weekend. And Mitch, let's dig into the keys to the game. First, for the visiting Chippewas, they need to get some bodies on shots and help out their goaltender.
Yeah, you got a goalie in for Bradley who's making his first start of the season. So you want to make life difficult for Sule, get bodies in front, traffic. That's always a great way to score goals, and consistent attack. They've had stretches where they score, but they've overall this year, it's been very sloppy, especially late in games. Just a little bit more consistency from them in finishing their game strong. For Bradley, it's stay hot. You don't want to take this team lightly. You know they don't have any wins, but it's their 3rd game in 3 days. So don't want to get lackadaisical, because this is definitely one of those trap games you can fall into. And finally, fresh legs. Like I mentioned, 3rd game in 3 days, so quick shifts, cycle quickly, make sure your legs are fresh.
Mitch, just moments away from action here at the Owens Center, and you can feel that there's a lot of excitement around this Bradley hockey team, really starting to hit its stride early in the season.
Yeah, they're getting hot at the right time. They're playing some really good hockey right now, and it helps when you're scoring goals. And I think that they really had a really exciting comeback a couple weeks ago, and since then, that's momentum. You can kind of feel the energy in this team since then. They gaining confidence. That was a really big win for them.
Yeah, and on the other side of things, for Central Michigan, not so much. 0-6, what's got to give for them?
Well, I do think it's a good combination for them here today. They're desperate for a win. Sunday afternoon, kind of one of those sluggish starts can be, especially for a team like Bradley that just played a couple in a row. So it could be a good trap game for them to hopefully, in their case, pull off the first W of the season, because you hate to have a goose egg in the win column, especially this many games in. But we will see. We shall see.
Indeed, we will. It's a hot Bradley Braves team and a cold Central Michigan Chippewas team. They're making their swing through Central Illinois. 2 losses to ISU yesterday and Friday. Bradley, on the other hand, sweeping 2 games from McKendree.
Shelky, Jack, John.
Here are ice mics. Doing their job, they doing well. We're going to step aside with the starting lineup introduction and the national anthem and hockey. About after this.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Chippewas. In goal, number 1, Jonah Heath. At left defense, number 25, Josh Reese. At right defense, number 4, Stephen McDonald. At left wing, number 21, Ryan Stump. At center, number 22, Connor Beamish. And at right wing, number 3, Jake Neitzel. The Chippewas are coached by head coach Sean Boyle and assistant coach Taylor Carey. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Bradley Braves. In goal, making his first start of the year, number 51, Joshua Sule. At left defense, number 15, Josh Crandall. At right defense, number 8, Sam Lucas. At left wing, number 6, Corey Koha. At center, number 27, Tommy Davis. And at right wing, number 18, Wes Straker. And the Braves are coached by head coach Brian Hamilton and assistant coaches Sam Martino and Johan Dowling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Rousing rendition of our nation's national anthem, and now it's time for hockey at the Owens Center. Bradley Braves, Central Michigan Chippewas, both teams playing their third game of the weekend, Mitch, and I think that plays to the advantage of Bradley because Central Michigan is only going to be able to play 3 lines. They've got 7 scratches.
They're going to have some tired legs out there for sure. Short shifts for them. I know we were talking about that with Bradley in the opening, but for them especially too, short shifts can be critical, making sure you're getting changes, trying to stay as fresh as possible because by the third period, it could be a battle of attrition there, so we shall see.
Starting goaltenders for both sides today. Jonah Heath gets the nod, the junior for the Chippewas, making his 3rd start. And Joshua Sule gets his first start of the season in net. Big Texan has battled a little bit of injuries in the preseason. But now he's starting in net for the Braves. They win the tie-up, and we are underway. A little Sunday hockey. Thanks for joining us. Tommy Davis down to retrieve the puck. Sent around the boards. Kohunt trying to play it. And it's cycled around the boards even further down the line. Chippewas with their first possession. Josh Reese tosses one into the red basket of Sule.
Well, you know, that's a big first save for Sule. Obviously, it's an easy one, but it's kind of nice to get eased back into things. First start of the year. He was primarily the starter the past couple seasons. Now, you know, in his final semester at Bradley, not getting a whole lot of playing time. So I know he's very excited about getting the start today. So that should help with the nerves a little bit.
Kohunt waiting for the puck there. Tries to play it and comes out with it. Bradley trying to make something happen. Big hit alongside the boards. Chippewas get a shot on goal. That was off the stick of Reese. Cycled around the boards. Kohunt there to play it. And here come the Braves. Davis into the corner. Trying to get it back to Straker. Did not work out for him. Stephen McDonald there to play it for the Chippewas. And then sent back out across center ice. Bradley will cycle through a line change, as will CMU. Laid around the net, Sule out to get it. Bradley tries to set something up here. Andrew Spence. And a tie up for the puck as that shot slides left. Andrew Spence out across center, just pokes it away. Joe Rizzo down to get it. Bradley keeps it in the offensive zone. Flood cycles it down, has it poked away. There's Spence again. The Braves will reset. Andrew Schmidt along with Tommy Jack. A lot of action near center ice. Jack with it for the Braves, plays it off the board. Good job on the defensive side of things for CMU to interrupt the passing there. Chance here for the Chippewas. Shot deflected. Tommy Shack got his body on that one. Good defense for the Braves. Flood alongside the boards. He lost it. Another opportunity for Messina. Deflected right of Zule. Lots of physical play early on up against the boards. Bradley clears it from the defensive zone. No icing there. Heath out to play it.
Real aggressive forward check early on from the Chippewas. It's good to see them engaged early.
Here comes Pierce. Puck knocked away and swatted away by Heath. That could have been dangerous. We remain scoreless. 17 minutes to play in the first period. Jake Witten plays it ahead. Armin Trout loses the puck. Albon sends it ahead. Chippewas with it. Going tape to tape on their side. Josh Reese weaving in and out of traffic. Trying to orchestrate the attack. He'll just send it around the boards. Where he finds Jake Neitzel. Neitzel can't hang on to it. Chippewas with it in the slot. Puck deflected around. It's still loose. Shot. Saved by Sule. What a play.
Desperation sprawl right there. And boy, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Skill, luck, I don't know, but that's a heck of a save from Sule.
Threat not over. Bradley trying to cycle it out. Bryant couldn't get his stick. Shot at doorstep. Covered up by Sule. Sule standing on his head in the first period.
What a sequence right there. Chippewas at the doorstep on that first save when he was sprawled out. Just couldn't elevate the puck enough. Sule did a nice job stacking the pads, and then right there, denies him in the slot. Good positioning, way to get out in front of the crease and challenge that shot, cut down the angle.
How about that for the first few minutes of action in your first game of the season? Welcome back, Josh Sule.
Safe to say he's feeling pretty good.
CMU wins the tie-up. They can't do anything with it. Here comes Tuttle for the Braves. Bishop now, top of the left circle. Can't keep the puck on his stick. Cycled down for Tuttle. Tuttle trying to make something happen. Now over to Seth Bishop. Bradley patient on the offensive attack. Back up to the point. Shot deflected. Tuttle over to get it. Plays it around the boards. Little tie-up down in the corner. Nick Sorrentino trying to fight for it. Chippewas come out with it. A lot of good defensive play on both sides. Bradley not able to get a lot of shots on goal quite yet. Sorrentino skates around the goal, trying to make something happen. Here's a drive, sails wide left.
I don't think Heath saw that puck very well. It's a good thing that would ricochet wide for him.
Goes off the stick of Kohut, and the stick goes flying. It'll remain there at center ice. Kohut will cycle it around the boards. Davis over to play it. And it's again sent out of the offensive zone for Bradley by CMU. Armin Trout chasing after it for the Chippewas. As it's played once again around the boards. Armin Trout shot on goal. Easy glove save for Josh Sule.
Armin Trout, freshman from Roselle, Illinois. So back in his home state here for this road trip.
Talking with head coach Sean Boyle, he told me earlier this week that they've got a lot of Michigan natives on this squad. They've also got a lot of Chicago area natives on this squad. So it would not surprise me if there are a few CMU parents here at the Owens Center in Peoria today.
I think the coolest hometown too is Wolverine Lake, Michigan. Ryan Stump, that's his hometown now.
Armin Trout couldn't get a shot on goal. Here comes Spence and Bradley. Spence goes to his brother, Andrew Spence. Puck loose, covered up by Jonah Heath. The Spence brothers on a breakaway. Of course, really good chemistry there, but they couldn't do anything with it.
Nice job driving to the net. That's what you got to do. He was in good position. I think his stick got tied up a little bit, so he couldn't put as much mustard on that shot as he wanted to, but nice job crashing the net, putting some pressure on the Chippewas.
14-14 left in the opening period of action. Just a one-game series between the ACHA D2 rivals. Stephen McDonald pokes it away. Bryant gets to Andrew Spence. A lot of action near the boards. Opportunity for the Chippewas here. Spencer Messina as it pokes into the glove of Sule.
And that's a nice job by the Bradley defense there, cutting off that angle, forcing him to the side along the boards. That's an easy save for Sule all day, with coming along the side and not a whole lot of room to go with it. So if you're Bradley, that's what you want, especially with the Chippewas entering the zone.
Trevor Cooney wins the tie-up for Bradley. Etchison, he's got a hot stick lately for the Braves. As we mentioned at the top of the show, 6 goals in his last 7 games. Etchison plays it across the ice. He was looking for Pierce. Could not find him. Good case. Goes tape to tape with Crandall. Back into the offensive zone. Jonah Heath there to stop it. Cooney alongside the boards. Contained in the offensive zone for Luke Case. Shot deflected. And the Chippewas now jet ahead on the attack. They'll get a line change in. Sule plays it ahead. Pierce couldn't get to it in time. Good hustle there from Spencer Messina. Cooney with it, top of the left circle. Etchison trying to poke it away. Chippewas will try to make something happen here. Played around the boards. Case pokes it out of the defensive zone for Bradley, and the Chippewas will reset. Sean Smith chases it around. Same Luke Case has it on the stick for the Braves. Here comes Tuttle. Left circle, he lost it. No teammate there to retrieve the puck. Drive sails left. Off the stick of Shaq. Bishop now, shot on goal, deflected, loose. Shot wide, here's Tuttle as the goalie's still down. Tuttle with it, being patient. Bradley doing a good job cycling the puck. Bishop couldn't keep it on his stick. Bradley with lots of opportunities. Tuttle out in front of the net, poked away by the Chippewas. Good job avoiding a big opportunity for Bradley there.
Good sequence from that third line for Bradley with Tuttle, Bishop, and Sorrentino, I believe it was. And it's really good chemistry behind the net. And Bishop got in a great position in the slot, just unable to capitalize.
First 3 shots on goal for the Braves, all coming on that possession. Bishop down in the corner as there's some physical play over on the right side. Bishop plays it around the boards. Good play off the skate of Terziak to keep it in the offensive zone. Bradley closing up the passing lanes. Poked out by Tuttle, so that third line will come off. McDonald plays it ahead for Stump. Out of the right side to Armentrout, into the corner. Battle with Zach Malbon. Still tied up, now it's poked away by Tommy Davis. Right up the boards to McDonald of CMU. Back into the corner. Again, lots of physical play in this first period alongside the boards. Both teams playing physical in their 3rd game of the weekend. Armentrout trying to make something happen out in front of the goal. And the Braves break it up. Look at the hustle from Corey Kohut. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Here comes Malbon. Played off the boards. And CMU will play it ahead.
Great hustle there from Kohut, trying to make a play happen. Made things difficult for the Chippewa defense there, and that's what you like to see. He's the assistant captain for a reason. Good little things like that go a long way as these games wear along.
These long weekends wear along too. Shot deflected off of Sule. And the Braves with possession. Bryant sends it ahead, picked off. Neitzel trying to play it off of his skate, no dice. Here comes Flood. Plays it off the board, looking for Andrew Spence. He got there, but could not hang on to it.
And Bradley's been really struggling with their entering of the zone. They haven't really been able to get their offense set up, still trying to probe around and find a way to set up shop.
They've really only had one big opportunity to get shots on the goalie, Jonah Heath. Action right in front of the CMU bench. Josh Crandall sends it around the boards. Heath will watch it as it's picked up there in the corner by a Chippewa teammate. Sean Smith able to get it out of the defensive zone. Flood pokes it ahead.
And these Bradley forwards with the dump and chase they're kind of doing right now need to do a little bit of a better job getting down there.
Opportunity, what a save by Heath. That will go for an icing, so the Braves will have an offensive zone face-off after they get some line changes in, so a big opportunity for Bradley. And you made a great point. Braves just have not entered the zone very efficiently whatsoever.
Yeah, not necessarily the start they were looking for, and fast starts have been something that has been plaguing the Braves all season. I thought Friday night's game, they had one of their best first periods of the year, but I know that's something they've been stressing, trying to get off to better starts.
Shot off the stick of Etchison was deflected off of Heath. Good save there. Pierce behind net. Back there with Malbon. Malbon battling for it. Good play by Spencer Messina of CMU. They're going to clear it out. Brendan Rainey plays alongside the boards. Braves back with it now. Here comes Etchison. Etchison dumps it behind him for Pierce. Back to Etchison. Beautiful puck movement, but no avail. Here come the Chippewas. It's a 1-on-2. Shot on net, backhand off the right. It's a crafty drive for Cherziak, excuse me, the junior. Pearson a tie-up down in the corner. Jack Flood sends it around. Tuttle working hard for it. And the Chippewas manage to get it out again. Strumpf gives chase. Malbon with it, back behind net. Armand Trout down there in the corner. Armand Trout, as well as Will Clark for CMU. Here comes Sorrentino. Trying to make something happen. Shot sails well wide. Nobody down there to get yet for the Braves. Bishop pokes it around the boards. Big hit down in the corner by Bishop. Trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Good job there. Malbon plays it down the boards. And he can't get it back as it's played back to him. Bryant keeps it in the offensive zone. Little extracurriculars alongside the boards there. Josh Crandall down to retrieve the puck. Bradley attempts to stay on the attack. Cohan at center ice, flips it ahead. Heath watches it slide by. Cohan down to get it. Cohan sits behind net, tosses it out front, nobody there. Crandall plays it alongside the boards. Finds Tommy Davis. Davis tosses out front. Couldn't find Straker. Davis back with it now, top of the right circle, now to the point, play across the slot, deflected off of Heath. Bradley patient on the offensive attack here. Davis with a shot, pad saved by Heath. Crandall with a try, deflected out of play.
Really impressed the work Corey Kohut was doing, especially behind the net to keep that play alive. And then he cycled back right in front, got in a good position to score. But that play doesn't happen. The Chippewas had the puck. He had a nice effort behind the net to kind of pick his pocket, if you will, and keep that play alive.
Mitch Bradley now with 5 shots on goal. Their attack is improving. Still yet to see a goal. 6 minutes remain in the opening period.
And I like that they've been in good positions. Some of these passes just haven't been hitting, but they've been in the right spots at the right time. It's just a matter of connecting.
Puck in the neutral zone. Now played ahead. Whistles blow when Straker getting a little pushing and shoving in with Joe Rizzo. And we'll get another stoppage.
Rizzo got his stick tied up. He's lucky they didn't get called for a hook or anything there because that stick was pretty well lodged in the jersey, but don't let the boys play.
No penalties yet on either side. It's been pretty clean. That's what you like to see. That's not to say that this game has not been physical. Both teams exerting a lot of force. Another tie-up alongside the boards. Ryan Spence down there. And perhaps the broadcaster jinx comes into play. We're going to have a penalty.
Well, this will be a big opportunity for the Braves here. slow start, but the passing has been good. Now you get the man advantage, good chance to capitalize on it. Let's see what this power play has in store here, bud.
Joe Rizzo goes to the box for 2 for roughing, so the Braves get to send out that special teams unit.
Yeah, Rizzo got away with the hook earlier, and now finally gets tagged with one.
Atchison over to Luke Case, a drive deflected off the pads of Heath.
Howitzer from the point right there.
Atchison moves to the slot, shot deflected off of his stick.
And you know what, I don't mind that. He's putting the puck on net, which is what you like to see. I think a lot of times in these power plays, teams try and get too cute. There's a lot of passes to get the perfect shot, but you don't have to. Throw pucks on the net, good things will happen. So I like Atchison there, shooters shoot.
Ryan Spence wins the draw. Atchison out front, saved by Heath.
Nice save by Heath, and good job rebound control right there, because there's a couple Bradley Braves knocking at the doorstep, so nice job by Heath to come out and absorb that shot. Because rebounds, especially on the power play when you got guys lurking in front, can be disastrous.
Tommy Davis line on now for Bradley. Straker plays it up top for Bryant. Kohut working it down low for Davis. Davis plays it out front. Cooney with a try, and it's cleared out. Good penalty kill so far by the Chippewas. About a minute and a half left on the power play. Under 5 minutes to go in the opening period.
It's unfortunate. Cooney had Stryker on the opposite end of the net, wide open. Just didn't see him as he was trying to stuff that home.
Davis jets ahead to the slot. Played backwards. Bradley sets up its attack. Davis down there in the corner. Working hard for the puck right now. Finds Straker. Plays it to the other side to Kohut. Kohut patient, tossed out front. Cooney with a shot. Another save by Jonah Heath.
Once again, another example. Cooney gets in great position where he's got to be. Just can't cash on home, but the Braves are close.
Cooney ahead to Davis. Davis couldn't get control of it. One-timer, glove saved by Heath. Another shot, another save. That time off the stick of Davis. Drive tossed out front, deflected away. 30 seconds left on the power play for Bradley. Lucchese has it picked off. Good penalty kill for the Chippewas, keeping it in their offensive zone now. Lucchese plays it ahead to Spence. Here comes Shaq. Inside the boards, 5 seconds left on the power play, and the Chippewas are gonna kill it off.
Well, Rizzo might have to buy Heath lunch or something after that, because he owes them after that penalty kill. Nice job by Heath to keep the Chippewas tied, and this one because Bradley had some A+ opportunities, so that's one of those sequences that you look back and you remember. Same with the Sule save earlier where he was stacking the pads, but those are two that, as this game goes along, you look back at and be like, those are two huge saves from each
Jonah
goalie.
Heath, the junior goaltender for CMU, Mitch, had struggled mightily entering today's matchup. This is his third start, and in his previous 2 starts, he had a 6.0 goals against average. That's not great, but today he's playing pretty good in the first period.
It isn't. You know, there's a lot of factors that come into it. Penalties, lack of defense, whatever. It's a small sample size, so obviously the numbers aren't good for him, but he's starting to play with some confidence now, which you like to see. And there's a lot of time to turn that around, but especially when you're a goalie, it's a very mental game. So you start letting up a few and your confidence goes, and things can get out of hand quickly.
Jake Whitten plays it alongside the boards. Down into the corner. Joseph Reese, shot sails wide. Bradley again with another great opportunity, unable to capitalize.
I like how Bradley's doing a good job creating offense behind the net, really setting up some good passing plays back there.
Almost found the stick of Pierce there. He would have had nothing but ice in front of him. Pierce able to try and toss it on net. Still played behind the goal. Cooney up top to Malbon. Shot deflected upstairs. Tossed out on front. Pass deflected away. Good play on the defensive side of things for CMU as it's cleared out by Jake Whitten. Malbon quickly headed up ice. Shot deflected. A lot of blocked shots by CMU these last few minutes. Bradley cycles the puck around the boards. Stephen McDonald passes ahead. Connor Beamish plays it to the left side to Jake Neitzel. Neitzel loses it in the corner. Beamish backhand pass. Played off the boards. Beamish with it. Passes backwards to McDonald. Strumpf. Back to McDonald. Under a minute and a half to go in the opening period of action. Glove save by Heath as Bishop tried to go up high.
Well, the Central Michigan defense needs to do a much better job of marking guys in front of the net. There are way too many Bradley Braves that have been roaming free in the side. Atchison was right in front of the net with no one near him. So that's where you got to get a guy in there, get a stick, get him out of there, because screening the goaltender and set up in perfect spots where if that pass does connect there, he's got a wide open lane in the slot. So got to start marking people in front of the net much better if you're Central Michigan.
Spencer Messina skates up ice. Weaving in and out of traffic into the slot. Deflection save. Sule out of the net to try and cover it up. Whistles blow as the net becomes untethered. Sule coming out of the net there. Perhaps the Braves getting a little bit of a break.
Some quick reflexes there by Sule with a little waffle board save.
Oh, yeah.
A little nice blocker save from him though, and we remain 0-0.
Sule doing a nice job in his first game of the year. Bradley 4-3. Central Michigan 0-6. Still in search of its first win. Bradley coming off back-to-back wins over McKinstry. Back-to-back shutout wins. Bradley trying to keep that goose egg on. Sule saves it. Keeping those goose eggs on the board. McDonald plays it ahead. Sule passes backwards to Tommy Shack. He plays it up high, nearly scrapes the rafters.
That's a dangerous pass, but he got it done. A lot could go wrong with the little flip shot from behind the net there. So you don't get enough on it, or you do hit the rafters. God forbid you hit one out of play and get a penalty.
Well, the Owens Center is a notoriously low ceiling, and of course these banners that hang pretty low on the ceiling as well don't help.
No, definitely not. I'm sure they have a collection of pucks on just the rafters here from the 70s and whatnot, but it's not a very high ceiling, so.
No. Randall off the tie-up, shot.
One of the subtle charms of the Owens Center, though, is the
yeah.
low ceiling, yes.
Well, I suppose you can call it charm.
Yeah, the dingy facilities and low ceiling is what makes the Owens Center home.
It's homely, at least for the Bradley Braves. They played quite well here at home. Losing just one game here so far was the home opener to Indiana last weekend. Especially those Friday, Saturday games. They get a pretty electric crowd here. Braves really get some good turnout, so it's a tough environment for a road team coming into, that's for sure. Davis plays it out front, shot deflected away by Heath. Kohut over to Davis. He lost the puck. Kohut battling for it, and CMU is able to clear it out. Neitzel down to chase it. Randall around to get it. Case plays it ahead for Straker. Here's Davis. Davis with an opportunity. Top of the right circle. Can he get the shot off? He can't. Oof. Play by Jonah Heath to cover it up. Davis was trying to undress Heath on that one, and he got everything but the goal. What a nice move to get in front of the net, and just lost the handle on it right in front. Just 6 seconds left in the first period. We are still scoreless. Braves with just enough time to maybe get one more shot in this opening period. Big face-off. Tie up, shot, barely squirts off the stick. 3 seconds on the clock, puck down to the corner, and that will do it on the opening period of action. Well, it was like a little injury down there in the corner. Yeah, I believe that was Pierce. He took a tumble and slow to get up. Well, hopefully he is okay. Looks like a knee. He's gingerly skating toward the side of the bench. So Pierce will be helped to his feet. He's going to go ahead and skate off the ice. And in a moment here, we will go down to our Between the Glass reporter, Matt Harrington. And what do you say we send it down to Matt right now?
All right, thanks, guys. Just apologies in advance. My voice, I'm losing it. Something about Larry calling games and me losing my voice. But anyway, good first period for both teams. back where we were yesterday, scoreless after one period. Not a ton of high danger chances for either team in that period. Sule made a great sprawling save. He has not missed a beat. He's looking really good in the crease for Bradley. Jonah Heath as well, making some good saves, keeping the Central Michigan Chippewas in this game. But I think it's very clear, and I'm sure you guys have mentioned this, that Central Michigan, a lot better than their record indicates at 0-6. So we'll see if they can maybe tune it up a notch in the next period. So we will see what we get. Back up to you guys.
Well, thanks for that, Matt. And Matt doing a good job battling, of course, a lost voice. And that first game that he is referencing, Mitch, was a Division III matchup that me and Matt called back in 2019, I want to say.
It was a historic performance.
Oh,
Jordan had the flu game. Matt, he had the lost voice game. But
yeah, he provided a little color that game. It wasn't much.
Couple good points made by Matt, and it was a very intriguing goalie matchup heading into this. Obviously, Heath, who's been struggling numbers-wise, and Sule, who's making his first start of the season, so he didn't really know what to expect. And they kind of stole the show on both ends, so that was good to see. And Chippewas is also hanging in there pretty good. They do look a lot better than the record indicates. It kind of set up to be like one of those trap games, so hopefully for Bradley, you want to right the ship and keep the foot on the gas second period.
Absolutely. I have been very impressed by head coach Sean Boyle's Central Michigan Chippewas. They're fighting hard, looking for win number 1 in game number 7. Bradley looking for their 4th consecutive win. We'll step aside, come back here in a few minutes for the second period of action. We're still scoreless after 1 at the Owens Center. We are back at the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois for period number 2 between the Bradley Braves and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Alongside Mitch Kaminski, it's Larry Larson in with you. And Mitch, scoreless first period, and I think it really came down to the goaltenders.
It did. The Chippewas they put some pressure on Soule early, and then he was kind of coasting most of the period after that. They had a really good start, and the Braves kind of started figuring it out because it was kind of tilted near the Braves side the back half of that period, at least the last 10 minutes. So if I'm Central Michigan, it's got to start getting some more chances. They, start pressing a little bit more. Bradley, I started to figure things out a little bit. They are having some troubles with their entries into the zone, but they were setting up shop really nice. They had a couple good looks that they either just whiffed on the pass or couldn't get enough on the shot. So they're close to piecing it all together. We'll see who can figure it out first, though.
Absolutely, and you kind of mentioned it there. The momentum, at least, was split between two halves of the period. The first half, you could say that Central Michigan really looked comfortable. They were getting a lot of shots on net. But then in the second half of the period, Bradley's offense started to get going, although they could not capitalize on any opportunities.
Yeah, the Chippewas, they had 7 shots very early in that period. I think it was around the 5-minute mark, and then they only finished the period with 12. So that really goes to show how much offense they were generating, but still a lot of time left. You had a period to kind of figure things out, talk it over, and you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself if you're Central Michigan. Coming in, they're shorthanded. They only working with 3 lines here. This is their 3rd game in 3 days too, and I thought their energy and pace was very good. So they're hanging around in a tough place to play, so you got to be happy with the effort if you're the head coach.
Absolutely. Head coach Sean Boyle had his boys ready to play today despite 7 scratches. We're scoreless after 1, and we're underway in period number 2. Lucas almost whiffed on a pass. Eventually got it to the other side to Crandall. Crandall back to Lucas, played off the boards. Looking for Sorrentino.
Interesting that we see the 3rd line starting out this period for the Braves. They had a couple nice shifts in that first period, and we're getting rewarded by getting the opening start here in the second.
They were one of the highlights of the first period. They looked pretty good around that power play that the Braves got, but again, Bradley unable to capitalize on that. Tuttle with a big hit right in front of our ice mic. Lucas loses it, fights to get it back as Will Clark stumbles behind him. Here's a drive, skips up and out of play. Good save there by Soule. That one off the stick of Stephen McDonald.
Well, first time all night we've really seen some traffic in front of the net, and that one deflected high, but that's what you want to do. You get some bodies in front, make it difficult for them to see, hopefully get the redirection. More of that for Central Michigan.
Connor Beamish getting ready for the face-off for the Chippewas. He wins the draw before Kohut picks it off. Kohut jets across center ice, looking for some options, tries to get it into the slot to Davis, but it did not work out. Davis able to pick it up. Here's Shack. Shack has the shot blocked. Good defense by Ryan Stump. Chippewas trying to set up the attack here. Played forward to Neitzel. Neitzel lost it. Chippewas still with it. Puck into the slot, deflected out.
A little bit of miscommunication there. They had a 3-on-2 developing and some sloppy passing and miscommunication kind of thwarted it for them.
Messina with it, trying to play it through the neutral zone. Tommy Davis gives chase to the Braves. It'll be an icing.
And that's one of those that's frustrating, too, when you have that odd man advantage. And it's nothing that the Braves did to break it up. It's just kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So I know that's frustrating heading back to bed.
Definitely is. Offensive zone face-off for Bradley here. For CMU, excuse me, rather. Played into the corner. And we will get a whistle. So we'll await the call here. No penalty. Looks like we'll have a neutral zone face-off. It's won by the Braves. Albon down to get it. passes ahead. Here comes Ryan Spence across center ice. Could not get the pass off to his brother Andrew. But it's kept on the Brave side of things by Bryant until the Chippewas pick it off. Sean Smith down low, puck loose. Sule trying to cover it up, he can't. Spence plays it away. Looks like he got a stick up in his grill. And that's going to be a high sticking penalty, and the Braves are going to go on the power play.
It almost looked like it caught him in the neck there. He was kind of holding it for a second. Either way, Braves, he's skating off fine, and the Braves are getting the power play here. Second opportunity tonight. The first one, they had some good looks on it too, so hopefully can build off of that and try and put the biscuit in the basket here.
Sean Smith, the perpetrator on that penalty. So Bradley will try and open the scoring. Spence wins the draw. Ryan Spence down to retrieve it. Patient at the left circle. Now down low, played out in front. Etchison over to retrieve it. Ryan Spence back to Etchison. At the point, looking for Lucchese off the boards. Chippewas try to clear it. Etchison tosses out in front, and now it's cleared out. Jake Whitten able to poke it out of the offensive zone. Shack controls it for Bradley. Shack over to Lucchese. Lucchese ahead to Tommy Davis. Couldn't keep it on his stick. Top of the left circle, weaving it in out of traffic. Here's Etchison. Etchison with a drive. Misses wide right. Shack at the left circle. Plays it down to Davis. Davis looking for an opportunity. Up top, Lucchese cycles it down. Shot in front. Pierce couldn't get his stick on it, and it's poked out of the zone. 45 seconds left on the power play for Bradley. Here's a shot for Davis. Nobody in front of him, and he scores!
Well, what a heads-up play from Matt Sule. He saw the change happening. Great stretch pass down the ice, and they cashed in on it. Nice job, Tommy Davis, finding the back of the net. Good shot from him, but really heads-up play by the goaltender there. And first game of net, picked up an assist with it, too.
How often do you see an assist from a goaltender?
Hey! 5-3? 27-51.
There you go. Sule picks up the assist officially in the scorebook, along with Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis, of course, scoring.
Davis also recognized, he kind of cherry picking by the blue line a little bit, also recognized like, hey, we got a lot of space here. So nice job by those two being on the same page and recognizing that.
Bradley now in the catbird seat, looking for their fourth consecutive victory. 2 previous wins here at the Owens Center on the weekend against McKendree. Tuttle down in the corner, in a battle for it. He comes out with it. Sorrentino in the corner. Chippewas trying to get it out of the zone, and they do.
Number 27, Tommy Davis.
Rainey loses it. Lucchese plays it ahead.
Davis from Sule at 16-16 on the second period.
And Sule will pass it to Crandall. Tuttle has the pass deflected. Sorrentino able to poke it out of the slot. Seth Bishop waiting for it. Bishop jets ahead. Cannot get to it in time to make it a scoring opportunity. Bishop tosses out in front. Kohut couldn't get a shot off. Kohut nearly loses his balance. Good job staying with it. Into the slot. Shot into the glove of Jonah Heath. Looks like we've got some players who got tangled up.
Really good shift from Seth Bishop right there. First the hustle going down along the wing, battled through the stick, gets the puck behind the net. After passing it, kind of cycled around a couple times, found a nice soft spot where he was able to get the puck, worked his way back to the front of the net, and ripped one on net. Nice save by Heath, but that is an excellent effort by Bishop on that shift.
Bradley with all the momentum here in period number 2, scoring on a power play. Tommy Davis off an assist from the goalie Sule in his first game this season. The 0-6 Chippewas need something to go their way. Bryant lays it off the boards. Kohut down to get it. Looking for Davis. Here's Bryant in the slot. Try, deflected off the pads of Heath.
Good aggressiveness from Bryant. Beelining from the blue line. He saw some space and he took it. Nice job creating a little offense.
Davis was in pursuit of Joe Rizzo. Cleared the puck out. Line change for the Chippewas. Straker with it for the Braves. Deflected out in front. Here comes Kohut. Kohut will just toss it on net. Stopped and covered up by Jonah Heath.
And Kohut had Davis coming with him with speed, just didn't look up and see it, and he dumped it in instead. But had he looked to his right, he had Davis no one on him streaking down the side there.
Under 14 minutes to go, period number 2. Third game of the weekend for both teams. Ryan Spence on the tie-up for the Braves. He can't gain possession. Messina tries to play it ahead for the Chippewas. He weaves in and out of traffic near center ice. He'll cycle it around the boards. Got to a Brave first. Spence could not get the puck on his stick. Messina, the captain for the Chippewas, down to get it. Works it into the other corner to Witten. Witten battling with Spence for the puck. Here's Ryan Spence. Gets it up top to Shack. Shack back to Spence. Spence now to the point. A drive deflected off the stick. Andrew Schmidt with a shot there. Spence with it down in the corner. Looking for his brother Ryan. Could not get to him. And Shack loses it. Here come the Chippewas. Sean Smith attempt wide left. Loose puck alongside the boards. Who's going to get it? Going to take more than a few players from both sides to end that tie-up, and it ends with an icing.
Well, now that the seal's been broken with the first goal, it'll be interesting to see if kind of the floodgates open for Bradley. You can see they've kind of caught a second win. Their puck possession's been really good, and a little bit more pep in their step after scoring that one. So,
and do you think that has anything to do with CMU's lack of depth today? Perhaps they're running out of gas?
Could also be a factor. I know that last chance they had there, it looked like they could have a 2-on-1 developing, but one of the guys had to go off for a change, so definitely could be a factor.
Good job by Etchison to clear it out of the zone there. Pierce in pursuit of the puck. Bounces around like a pinball. Stays in the offensive zone. Randall, the backhanded pass. Deflected. And Etchison will play it off the boards. Once again, played off the boards onto the stick of Etchison. He tosses it down, no icing. Pierce tag teaming with Etchison. Pierce with it, driving towards the slot. Etchison tried to backhanded pass, tossed out front, and it's picked off by McDonald.
Little no-look action there. Too bad no one was home.
McDonald ahead, pass to the left, pad saved by Sule, puck still loose out in front, cleared out of the way by the Braves. Cooney doing a good job with Etchison. Out of the neutral zone into the CMU zone, onto the stick of Stephen McDonald. Pierce in the slot, dancing around, patiently waiting. The drive misses right off the stick of Cooney. What an opportunity that was. The pressure's still on for CMU though. Cooney again at the doorstep. And the Braves will have a line change. Huge hit levied. This will be a delayed penalty. Covered up by Sule. And CMU will go on the power play, Mitch.
And that's a penalty you really can't take. Well, Pierce had a really nice move, great setup. They just couldn't finish, and his great pass. I think he was frustrated there because that's a penalty you can't take. Nearing the end of your shift there, in your own zone, right in front of an official too. So Bradley gonna have to try and kill this one off.
A prime opportunity for the Chippewas. Their first power play of the day. Good chance for them to knot this one up with 11:06 to play in period number 2. Joe Reeves. Josh Reese, rather. Played down in the corner for Jake Neitzel. Neitzel loses it, and Bradley will have a chance to clear it out. Here comes Bishop. Bishop with a chance. Shot misses high. Tuttle keeps it in the offensive zone, looking for Bishop. Could not find him. Spencer Messina down there. A minute and a half left on the power play for the Chippewas. Onto a Bradley stick. Once again, it's cleared out. Bradley doing a good job early on the power play. Perhaps we spoke too soon. Messina just to the left side. He loses it. Now to Neitzel. Neitzel surveys the ice. Here's a drive. Misses left. An attempt by Reese there. Stump with it. Back up top to the point to Witten. Witten's shot again misses left. Stump at the doorstep. Gets a shot off. Pad saved by Sule. Cleared out by the Braves. Under 40 seconds to go on the power play. 9:45 left in period number 2.
Really a nice kill from the Braves so far. Aggressive, too, on the offensive end. Trying to create a couple chances.
Schmidt now onto the stick of Neitzel. Neitzel lost it. It was Armentrout, rather. Sule out of the net, scrambling to get back in before Spence was able to poke it away. Armentrout in the left circle, pass deflected. 10 seconds left on the power play, and the Braves are gonna kill it off. Reese couldn't do anything with it. And Pierce will come out of the box. Bradley still leads, successfully killing off the power play. Bryant with it. Tommy Davis plays ahead for the Braves. Brendan Bagish down into the corner. Bagish doing battle with Spence.
Ooh, almost a high stick right there.
Almost. Got to be careful there. Down into the corner. Andrew Spence.
And we are going to get a high stick.
It is indeed. It was a delayed penalty.
We'll stop it, yeah. With the high stick, it's a stoppage. They have to wait for Central Michigan to touch it, or Bradley to touch it, that is. But Bradley's going to get a free face-off here in the offensive zone because of it.
Davis will win the tie-up. Crandall cycles it around the boards, searching for Davis. Skates after it into the left corner. Cohut loses the puck. CMU able to clear it out, but not for long. Davis backhanded pass back into the zone. McDonald with it for CMU. Will Clark plays it ahead. And now Sean Smith, as there's a tangle up at center ice. This is going to be a delayed penalty.
This might be going on Crandall, but
Cohut dancing around, shot deflected away. Lucchese finds it. Lucchese loses it, and now the whistles blow. Sule was on the bench as the Braves went for the extra attacker there.
well, Crandall lost his stick over there. He made a really nice defensive play with the check. No stick in hand, able to get a body on it to break up that rush for the Chippewas. And then at the other end, we got the penalty. Waiting to see the official word. I believe it was
Cherziak.
Cherziak is the guilty culprit, and he got tagged with a high stick.
So Bradley will go on the attack. 5-on-4 here. Davis out in front, shot loose and covered up by Jonah Heath, who's done a pretty darn good job tonight. The only blemish is a power play goal.
Bradley buzzing at the front of the net there. Kune was knocking on the door. Etchinson was right there. That's what you like to see. A lot of Braves jerseys lurking in front.
Straker streaks across the slot into the corner. Now down to Davis. Plays it along the boards. Finds Straker again. Now back to Davis. Davis behind the net, surveying his options, trying to make something happen. Poked out front. Loose. Cooney couldn't make anything happen, and the Chippewas clear it out. Minute 25 left on the power play. 7:15 left in period number 2. Tommy Davis, now Bryant rather, Into the left corner. Backhanded pass, looking for Straker. Straker patiently waiting to the point to Bryant. One chimer misses left. Straker with it, weaving in out of traffic. Out to the other side, a drive saved by Keith, and it sails out of play. 51 seconds left on the power play for the Braves. They'll get a line change in, as will CMU. 6:41 left in period number 2.
Big block by Reese right there, sacrificing his body. Braves are doing a nice job getting Heath going cross, crease to crease, trying to get it on the shot, and he went sprawling across. Big block for him there.
Spence can't control the face-off. Braves have to go all the way down and chase it. Tommy Shack, along with Luke Case, down there. Luke Case in some trouble, eventually gets it to Spence. Now back to Luke Case across center ice. 30 seconds left on the power play. Left side Pierce. Pierce with a shot, misses high.
Woof, headhunter right there.
Luke Case alongside the boards. Plays it down to Ryan Spence. Back to the point, try from Etchison, and it's cleared out. CMU doing a fantastic job killing these penalties today. Bradley's lone goal coming on the power play, but CMU successfully killed two power plays. CMU back at full strength now, 5:45 left in the middle period. Luke Case loses the puck. Spence plays it alongside the boards looking for Pierce. Luke Case back to chase it. Both sides get a change in. Case pokes it away. Reese with it. Sends it down. Soule out of the net to stop it. Tommy Shack sends it all the way down the ice. Deflected off of Pierce. Battle with Reese down there. Down to the corner. Reese with it for the Chippewas. Taken back by Pierce. Pierce in traffic, trying to make something happen. He can't.
Seth playing defense against his own team right there. Wrong spot at the wrong time.
Bagish with a 1-on-2. Could not make anything happen. Chippewas with an opportunity. Shot deflected well out of play. Nearly found its way into the lobby.
Souvenir for a lucky fan here.
There have been a few souvenirs. Not every day you get those, considering the rink is, I'd say, 95% covered by netting.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky though.
Neitzel's down with an injury for CMU. Down in the corner, so we get a whistle.
Hopefully he's all right. Looks to be back up.
CMU is going to go on the power play here, as Malbon will head to the box.
Well, this is a big chance here for the Chippewas. I mean, the game feels like Bradley's been kind of in control, but right now they're only a shot away from evening this thing up. So a big penalty kill right here. This will be a big sequence late in the waning stages of the second period here.
About 4.5 minutes to go. Bradley able to clear it out right away. Malbon to the box for tripping. Spencer Messina back there to play it. Here comes Beamish. Beamish wraps around the net, looking for options, does not take a shot. Messina patiently waiting for his opportunity. Back down to Beamish. Beamish, one of the most talented offensive players for CMU this year.
Great speed by Beamish there too. He's a very good skater.
Armin Trout at the right circle. Dancing around, pass deflected off of Spence. Armin Trout back with it. Tossed out into the slot. CMU keeps it in the offensive zone. Messina into the corner. Left side stump. A lot of maroon jerseys surrounding the puck there. Here's McDonald. Armin Trout with a drive into the basket of Josh Soule.
Soule, nice job recognizing that play. He got a good position quickly, and from that angle, that's a tough
tough angle to score from. So Sule, good job recognizing that.
21 shots on goal for CMU, none past the big Texan Josh Sule. CMU wins the tie-up. Beamish back to the point. Beamish at the left circle, gets his stick on it. Trying to get closer to the goal, poked away by Sule. Back up to the point to Messina. Messina up there with McDonald, played down off the boards to Beamish. Beamish back to Messina, in the slot, puck loose, try, misses off the stick of Neitzel.
Neitzel had a grade A chance right there.
Messina weaving in and out of traffic, cleared out by Bryant. 5 seconds left on the power play, that's gonna kill it off for the Braves.
Neitzel just kind of whiffed on it, didn't get everything he wanted on that shot, and it kind of cost him.
Sean Smith there to meet the puck for CMU. Skates around the boards, trying to make something happen. Here comes Tommy Davis and the Braves. Davis with great speed, ahead, another shot on goal, pad, saved by Heath. Randall keeps it in control for the Braves. Bradley's speed turned up a notch these last few minutes.
Almost an offsides there. Kohai had to do some happy feet moves to try and get back on the blue line.
Shot deflected up into the rafters. Looked like for a moment that one might not come down.
That's dangerous, those rafter ricochets right there. All of a sudden you're skating, you get some puck shrapnel flying at you. That's a safety hazard.
It looks like those air conditioning ducts up there. Wouldn't be surprised if there are a few pucks sitting up there. CMU wins the draw. Joe Rizzo loses control of it. Big hit alongside the boards. Looked like Kohut buried Neitzel. Kohut ahead. Pass backwards into the corner. And Neitzel able to play it out. Nobody in front of Stumpf, and what a save by Josh Sule.
Remember that save coming back later. Great stretch pass that Chippewas finally connect down one-on-one, and Sule beats him as he has all night, but that's a big save right there for the Braves.
Sule doing an excellent job in his first game of the season. Bradley in good position, at least in the moment, for their 4th consecutive victory. Pierce into the slot, what a move, and what a save by Heath. Another drive, deflected, puck still loose, another save by Heath. Bryant, shot blocked. Good job by Beamish there, rather. Pierce, shot, scores!
Tic-tac goal. Really easy for Zach Pierce, had the whole cage at his disposal, and he fired it home. It's only a matter of time there, too. The Braves had a couple good looks during that sequence. They finally connect on one. Nice job by Pierce, though. Quick release and puts it in.
2-0 Bradley. And like you said, Mitch, only a matter of time before Bradley found the back of the net there. Heath was scrambling that entire possession.
And you go back to that Sule save, easily could have been 1-1. Instead, you're looking at a 2-0 game.
Definitely a big swing. Sule has led the way for the Braves. Doing a great job today. 1 minute remaining, period number 2.
At 1:13 of the second period, number 97, Zach Pierce.
Cooney loses it at center ice. Etchison gets it back, plays it around the boards. Pierce there to meet the puck. Pierce plays it backwards to Etchison at the right circle. Puck whiffs. Cooney giving chase as CMU jets into the offensive zone. Whitten loses it. Backhand try, now a shot, saved by Sule.
I think that may have gotten blocked out in front before he even reached him.
Another opportunity for the Chippewas. McDonald was right there at the doorstep, could not capitalize, and it squeaks out of the offensive zone. 10 seconds to go in the period, and that will likely do it. Bradley getting the last second line change in.
I think Shaq lost a skate plate or something. He had trouble getting back to the bench, and I think it has something to do with the skate. Hopefully he's not injured, but I believe he lost an edge.
As time expired, Cooney tried to get a shot on net to no avail, but Bradley adds another goal in period number 2, this time off the stick of Zach Pierce. Bradley with 2 goals in period number 2, one by Pierce, one by Tommy Davis. Bradley in firm grasp of that momentum entering period number 3.
And they call a 2-goal lead the most dangerous lead in hockey, but I think in this case that was a very big insurance goal for the Braves. They'd been outplaying them most of the game. It really, for a 1-0 game, it didn't feel as close as it was, but Chippewas were only one shot away from tying it. They had a couple dangerous chances, so that's a big insurance goal right there for Bradley.
It certainly is, and what do you say we send it down to our Between the Glass reporter, Matt Harrington?
All right, end of the second period here, guys. Braves up 2-0 on a couple of goals in that period, including a big one from Zach Pierce at the end. And so far, Bradley's been able to find that momentum in the second period that they have all season long. A couple of big saves by Sule in net, of course, on the breakaway on Stumpf. He had a couple of big ones as well in that second period. Central Michigan power play is also looking really good. They're moving the puck extremely well on the outside, and so we'll see if maybe they can draw a couple more penalties as we go along. I think that'll be a key for them to getting back into this game. But overall, 2-0. Sule's having a great game. A couple other guys on Bradley are having a great game, and we'll see if it can continue into the third. Back up to you guys in the booth.
That's why he's one of the best in the business right there.
Yes, of course. Matt with that A+ analysis. Playing injured today.
Exactly.
Injured voice box, but no scratch for Harrington. He's sticking it out. Good for him, and he said it. Joshua Sule has been the X factor for Bradley today, even recording an assist there in that second
Definitely,
period.
yeah. Creating offense, bailing his team out, sprawling saves. He has been having a well of a game. And that breakaway save was huge, made himself big. And the special teams have really kind of dictated how this one has gone. Bradley got the power play goal, and then I think what we saw near the end of that period, because they had all the momentum after scoring that first goal this period, and penalties kind of derailed that a little bit. When Central Michigan got on the power play, it kind of let the air out of Bradley's sails, and that's why they were able to hang around as much as they did. So special teams is going to be something to look for as this game carries along.
After 2, it's 2-0 Bradley Braves over the Central Michigan Chippewas. We're going to step aside for a few moments. Come back for period number 3. Bradley on top of CMU. We are back at the Owens Center in Peoria for period number 3 between the Bradley Braves and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Bradley looking for its 4th consecutive victory, entering the matchup at 4-3. CMU still looking for win number 1 and game number 7 of their season. And Mitch, the big headline for the Braves in this game has been Joshua Sule. So far, has been lights out through 2 periods in his first game of the year.
Yeah, making a strong first impression out there, that's for sure. You know, it's last semester here at Bradley, so he's trying to make it count. Getting things done offensively and on the defensive side of things as well, so that is nice to see. Also, interesting nugget we heard, Braves dominating the face-off circle. Trevor Kune in particular, 6-0 at the dot, so that is very good. They won 13-5 in the face-off department in that second period. And it's interesting, too, because one of their centers, Seth Bishop, was usually a wing for him. He's won a couple of draws for him tonight. He was talking about how, he's like, I'm not used to taking faceoffs. It took a while to get adjusted to it, especially when I have to win it back left-hand side. So I thought that was interesting. He's done a nice job there, too. So kudos to these Bradley centers. They've been getting the job done in the faceoff dot.
And really, Mitch, we've seen good play at stages from really all 3 lines tonight. There has not been a weak link for Bradley so far.
No, it's been a very dominating performance. The penalty kill has been very good. Obviously, the goaltending, which we've mentioned, has been excellent. And they've been getting a lot of really good scoring chances. Honestly, the Chippewas are lucky it's not more than 2-0 because they've had some A-plus opportunities, whether it's just misses on the pass or not able to get enough on the shot or a great save from Heath. They've had some A-plus looks.
They certainly have. And on the other side of things, you mentioned Jonah Heath. All things considered, he's had a very, very good game in net for CMU. By far his best appearance of the season so far as he entered this one with a 6 goals against average.
Definitely. And you look at the 2 goals they gave up. The one was a defensive collapse. They got caught on a chain, so he's one-on-one. And the other one, he was just out of position because it was a great pass to set up Pierce with a wide-open net. So there's really nothing he can do about either of those. I think he's been very solid tonight, too. Another thing to monitor for the Braves, too, is whether Shaq will be back in the game. We thought the skate blade gave out near the end of the period. He was having trouble getting back to the bench. He was kind of, like, the way he was skating, it looked like the blade might have given out. We were told, no, it's actually an injury here. He's had some injury problems in the past, but it looks like his knee gave out at the end. So we'll see if he's back on the ice, but that's something we'll keep monitoring as this period goes along.
Of course, don't want to speculate, but hoping for the best for Tommy, and perhaps he can return to the ball game. Rather, not ball game, but what would you call hockey? A puck game?
Puck game.
Close enough. We'll see if he returns later on. The draw has been dominated by the Braves so far. Spence wins the draw to start the 3rd period.
You love it when the Braves make it look smart there. You talk about how good they are on the faceoff dot, and then they win the faceoff. So
right on cue. No broadcaster jinx there. Spence down to chase it in the corner, along with Flood. Andrew Spence trying to go to work against Reese, and we get a whistle.
Well, sleepy start here to the 3rd period.
Unsure as to what this is about, but I suppose we'll find out.
I think we have. They're saying the ice is too wet in the corner.
Well, that's never good. Ice is a little soupy today at the Owens Center. It is pretty hot outside, but generally the OC doesn't have air conditioning problems or anything like that. So we've come to a pause. 19:38 left in period number 3. And the officials are going to try and figure out this problem.
Yeah, you can't.
Straight off the stick.
Sorry, eavesdropping here at the officials
Yes.
with our ice mic to see what we can find out what's going on. But from what we understand, ice is a little bit too wet in the corner, which that's no fun for anyone. It makes it tough to skate. Pucks go flying everywhere. It's hard to get a good pass going across. And you see that a lot in the outdoor games for the NHL with their Winter Classics and Stadium Series games. When the ice gets bad late, the puck does some funny things. It's always an interesting element, and you'd hate to have that. I mean, it's nice when it's outdoors, but like indoors, it's never a problem you want to have.
Definitely not, and I know that historically has been a problem at some hockey arenas. I know Chicago Stadium probably used to have those problems, and some old arenas, back to the Garden in Boston. I know they've fixed that since. I'm not entirely sure when that stopped being a problem in Boston, but here at the Owens Center, not a problem we usually run into.
No, generally speaking, and we make fun of the facilities, it's not bad ice from what I've heard. But this is a new one. That's the first time I've seen that here, and I guess let's try it off. And each team get a free timeout out of it too. So,
well, what do you know? Less than 30 seconds into the period. I'm not sure either side needed it, but well, you can check that off the bingo card for the day. At least Spence wins the draw.
At least it didn't come at a time where either team was building momentum, because those free timeouts are always momentum killers, and you hate to see it. So at least it was early. If it was going to happen, it happened at the right time.
McDonald pokes it out of the zone. Bradley regains possession. Spence plays it around the boards. McDonald down there to meet it. Pass off the boards. He was looking for Reese. Puck slides across the crease. Neitzel plays it ahead. Puck sticking around the neutral zone here. Spence shoots it off the boards. Bradley's going to get a line change in. CMU also looking to get some fresh legs on the ice, and they will do so here. Zach Pierce had one of the Braves' goals last period. He's on the ice now. Bryant plays it down onto a Central Michigan stick, and McDonald once again clears it out. Zach Malbon gives chase. Sule out of the net to play it around the boards. Cooney out in front. Bradley doing a good job on the defensive side of things, not letting the Chippewas get any prime opportunities early in period number 3, as that one slides down for an icing.
Well, the next goal is going to be very crucial for both of these teams, especially with the way Sule is playing in net. If you go down 3-0 and you're Central Michigan, it's going to be some uphill sledding. Meanwhile, Central Michigan-wise, you're still very much in this game. You chip away at it here. You cut that lead in half. That'll make things interesting.
If the Chippewas chip away, did you do that on purpose?
Yes.
Clark at the doorstep, covered up by Sule. Doing a good job all day long.
Good positioning once again. Sule does a really nice job making himself big in net and cutting down angles. Is huge as a goaltender. Sometimes goalies get hesitant to come across the crease because he can get beat, especially with the passes, but he's mastered the angles, especially here today.
Shot sails wide off the face-off win for CMU. Messina plays it down through the corner, down to Will Clark. Clark still with it. Now to the point, and Joe Rizzo. Rizzo to Messina, now down low. Armentrout battles for it before Bryant comes away with it for the Braves. Armentrout gets it back, trying to jam it into the corner, and Sule once again stands tall.
Almost caught Sule a little off guard. He was starting to shift to the left or right-hand side of the crease and then realized he was coming in for the wraparound and quickly slammed the door. But good idea for Armentrout there.
Armentrout comes off the ice, a line change for the Chippewas. Neitzel wins the draw, shot deflected around. Bradley gains control. Tuttle passes it ahead. Sorrentino down into the corner. He'll skate around the net, surveying the ice for his options. Plays it to Schmidt. Schmidt to Tuttle. Now back around to the other side to Bishop. Up top to the point to Shack. Bishop again with a try, deflected away. Didn't even get to the net to Jonah Heath. Physical play alongside the boards. Bounces hard off the boards and a late icing call.
Well, good job by Schmidt there in the corner. He pinches along the boards to keep that puck in, and that kind of set up the icing there because put a little bit more pressure on him, keeping the puck in Central Michigan zone, which they had to fire it down, and now we have the icing.
Davis wins the draw for the Braves. Crandall's shot deflected, and a big opportunity for CMU. Rainey, the breakaway, broken up. Luke Case there on the defense.
Nice job by Crandall right there. Excellent effort from him. We've seen a couple really nice breakups, and that's one of them.
Bradley with a chance on the other end. Shot sails wide off the stick of Bishop. Bradley keeps it in the offensive zone. We spoke too soon. Chippewas control the puck now. Here they come. Pass deflected away before it could get to the intended target in Jake Witten. Neitzel, shot blocked. Here comes Tommy Davis. He's already got a goal today. Across the blue line, pass backwards, shot through traffic, didn't get on net. Witten with it, passes ahead to Beamish. Beamish with a few crafty moves, but now the Braves get it back. Bryant, top of the circle, and off.
Davis mistimed it just a little bit there, got a little giddy, but the chance he had before, Davis, when he picks up ahead of steam, he's tough to stop. He comes barreling in through there, slicing through the defense. Very good skater, so you don't want to let him pick up some momentum. We've seen that a couple times tonight from him.
I'd go as far to say that he's probably the fastest skater on the ice when he's out there.
There's a good, yeah, I would agree with you there.
Spence doing battle for the puck with McDonald against the boards. It squirts loose. Flood pokes it away. Caught by McDonald. Now back into the neutral zone and the stick of Zach Malbon. He sends it around looking for Andrew Spence. McDonald gets to it first. Loose out in front. Picked up by Messina. Messina plays it ahead to Beamish. Beamish with great stick handling across center ice. Neitzel now, shot, backhand, picked out of midair by Josh Sule.
Another one of those bad angle shots, and Braves defense doing a really nice job tonight cutting down the high quality looks. Because honestly, besides the breakaway, and then he had those two big saves in the first period, not a whole lot of good opportunities for the Chippewas, especially in this third period.
Beamish battling for the draw with Cooney. Shot tossed on goal, deflected off the pads of Sule.
Easy way to pad the stats there.
Shack was able to get it out after he was tackled. Heath plays it with his stick. Pierce has it picked away by Neitzel. Neitzel into the offensive zone and an offside. 14:57 to go, just under 15 minutes to play in the final period of regulation. Bradley scoring both of its goals in period number 2, one by Davis, one by Pierce.
See if Cooney can keep his perfect faceoff streak intact. He does.
He does. What do you know? Pass picked off, could have been dangerous for the Braves there. Armentrout jumped the route. Armentrout clears it. Sule picks it up with his stick. Pierce, backhanded pass ahead to Cooney. Cooney has it poked away from him. Armentrout plays it ahead. Witten can't keep it on his stick. It's sent around the boards. Bagish there to play it. Bagish battling with Lucchese. Back up top to the point. Drive deflected off of the stick of Rizzo, and the puck finds itself out of play.
The pace of play is really kind of slowed in this third period. I think that first period we saw coming up and down the ice, pace of play was quite high. There were some good chances for both teams in period number 2. This one's been kind of a sluggish third period. It's almost like still the feeling out process, which you'd expect to see in the first period. I think at this point, especially for Central Michigan, got to really try and ramp up the intensity here and start pressing the Braves.
It is the third game of the weekend for both these squads. Perhaps the sides are running out of gas.
Yeah, would not surprise me. As we already mentioned, Central Michigan already very short-handed as it is, so they're probably running on fumes right now, it's safe to say.
7 scratches today for the Chippewas and head coach Sean Boyle. Bradley is able to clear it out, no icing. CMU 0-6, Bradley 4-3. They shut out McKendree twice earlier in the weekend. Brandel down in the corner. Plays it to Lucchese, looking for Tuttle. Tuttle plays it off the glass. It's gloved by Witten, and he'll jet ahead. He loses the puck, Lucchese with it, and CMU looks like they want to get some fresh legs on the ice, and they will. Lucchese pokes it ahead to Kohut. Braves with a line change. Kohut lost it. Seth Bishop down in the corner. Kohut pokes it backwards to Malbon. Malbon to the left side to Bryant. Now down low for Crandall. Rather, that's Malbon. Bishop. Back to Straker. Straker looking for some options. Pass back to Straker. Kohut now. Puck loose, bouncing around. Kohut gets it back, played off the boards. And that slow pace of play has continued onto the Braves' offensive possession here. A drive blocked. Great defense by CMU. Davis, top of the right circle, lost it off of his stick. Backhand pass out. Attempted to be cleared by McDonald. Braves kept it in. Witten with possession now. Plays it off the boards to McDonald. He passes ahead. CMU lost the puck. Braves retained possession. Bryant lost it. Back to Malbon. Played off the boards. Straker could not get it on his stick. Tommy Davis was there to meet the puck. He lost it. Almost picked off. Could have been dangerous there. Straker with an aggressive play. This one's tossed out in front and covered up by Joshua Sule.
Bradley's puck possession in that last sequence was quite impressive. They had the puck in their offensive zone. They had one of their guys leave to the bench, go make a change, and while during the change, with 4 guys, they still held onto the puck that entire time. So quite impressive for them. Not a whole lot of shots to show for it, but playing a little keep away from Central Michigan there.
11:35 to go, period number 3. Bradley continuing to play stellar hockey. They've won 3 straight, and a good spot to make it 4 today. Shack pokes it away, caught in the neutral zone by Armentrout. Puck poked away, stopped by the stick of Sule. This one nearly gets a piece of the rafters, stays in play, and that will go for an icing.
Well, Bradley, we're a minute away from them being 8.5 periods with a goose egg on the scoreboard, which is quite impressive. So, see if they can keep that up, but not many teams that can say that for a weekend. Zeros across the board.
And if it goes back to the weekend before, 9.5, because they held Indiana scoreless in that third period during that miraculous comeback when they scored 4 goals to win 6-5. After being down 5-1. Opportunity for the Chippewas. Bradley's defense clears it out. Stopped by the stick of Reese. Shot blocked before it gets to Sule. Puck poked away near the blue line. Flood gets it on his stick. Flood jets ahead, slows down. Bradley with a line change. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt with a try, blocked. Crandall keeps it in the offensive zone. Crandall's shot off the boards. Pierce down there. Bradley at the doorstep to no avail. Crandall down to field it. Bradley with some more fresh legs. Crandall back on the left side. Plays it ahead, and he missed the stick of Etchison. Bradley with an icing. CMU will get a chance for an offensive zone faceoff.
That's the icings, especially in this third period. It's going to be tough because you cannot make a change if you're Bradley now and you're already tired. It extends the shift a little bit longer. It's already the third game. You want to get out of here, and now you got your extended shift. So this could be a situation that Central Michigan can take advantage of.
Cooney wins the draw once more. Has not lost one today. Etchison having a hard time keeping the puck on his stick. Sends it down to Crandall. Crandall in the corner. Back to Etchison. Etchison off the glass. Here comes Pierce. Could not get to it in time for a one-on-one. Gloved by Neitzel. Here come the Chippewas. Stumped there. Plays it off the boards. And like you said, Luke Case there to deliver the blow. Played up the right side for Pierce. McDonald tries to keep it in the offensive zone. CMU with a line change. Sule pokes it in the direction of Luke Case. Flood rather That would be, yes, indeed, Flood with some nifty stick handling to keep it on his stick there. No shot on the possession for the Braves. And Etchison lost his stick. We're going to get a whistle, a penalty.
Etchison's going to get tagged with a trip here, which we talked about special teams during the intermission. See who shines here. This is another big sequence for CMU. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. You got gifted a power play. Try and cash in and cut this lead in half. And if you're the Braves, you know, it continues to build your momentum if you kill this off, and you really boost your confidence going down the stretch.
CMU with a chance to get back within one. Getting closer to do or die time. Third game of the weekend for the Chippewas. They win the draw.
19, Cam Etchison.
The shot up to the left side, saved by Sule off the stick of a Chippewa. Couldn't catch his name.
And Rainey had a good look with it, and he just couldn't handle the pass, so he had to settle it down on his stick, and that allowed Sule to shuffle over and get in position there. Had he been able to take that one-timer and rip it, there's a good chance that's a goal.
Kept in the zone by CMU. Messina at the point. Now down to the right circle. Messina surveying his options, tries to toss it into the slot. Puck poked up in the air. Back to the point to Messina, now down low. Messina with it again. Got Armentrout to his right. The drive deflected away. Shot whiffed off the stick of Vegish. Bradley able to clear it out. Jonah Heath stops it. Bradley with a line change. They get caught. Armentrout bullied by Crandall.
That's his third really nice individual defensive effort. He had one where he lost his stick early in the second period, broke up a play earlier this period, and then that one right there.
A drive from the slot, sails out of play off of a Bradley stick. Great defensive effort as Josh Reese tried the drive.
It's like a little 4-iron effort right there.
Happy Gilmore action. 8:01 to go, period number 3, 56 seconds left on the penalty. CMU with the advantage. Crandall tied up with it in the corner. CMU at the doorstep. Sule trying to keep it out of the net. On his back, the Braves poke it away. Beamish was right there. Beamish into the slot. Shot blocked by Sorrentino. Beamish to the left side to Rizzo. Rizzo's shot saved by Sule.
And I'm all for getting pucks on the net, but that is not a good shot there from Rizzo. You have the power play, you're buzzing, you got a couple good opportunities, and then you just rifle one into the pads from a horrible angle that really has no shot at going in, especially when there's other guys open. So not a huge fan of shot selection right there, but Sule is very fortunate that his teammates cleared that out because I don't think he knew where that puck was when he was on his back. He was having problems locating it. It's a good job that his teammates came in and cleared it out of harm's way.
Sule with 32 saves in his first game of the season.
Got a hunch there's going to be a couple more on the way here, too.
Rizzo, top of the left circle, back up to the point to Neitzel, back to Rizzo. Puck cycled down off the stick of Beamish, tried to get it into the slot. McDonald with it now, weaving in and out of traffic. Deflected away into the corner. Beamish. Back to the point to Neitzel. Here's Rizzo. And the freshman is levied in the corner by Spence. The officials let the whistles blow. Could have another penalty coming up here, Mitch. And it will be. Spence is going to head to the box. And just as Bradley killed that first penalty, they're going to have to kill off another one.
Well, you got to keep your foot on the gas if you're Bradley, and you can't get lazy down the stretch. And that's frustrating to see because I think they're trying to coast their way down. But I think we're going to have
it is going to be a 4-on-4.
Yeah, which I think definitely advantage Braves here. They seem to be the slightly faster team between the two of them. So I think with a little extra space, this is a good opportunity for Bradley to capitalize on.
7 minutes remain in the game. Bradley inching closer to its 4th consecutive victory. tie-up, won by the Braves. Shaq sends it around the board.
Davis is going to be someone to watch on this shift here.
Here comes Davis, top of the right circle, into the slot. Puck still on his stick, backhand try, sails through the crease.
There you see it again, that great skating ability from him. Picks up some speed and a great drive to the net.
Davis down to try and get it. Davis with it again. He's going to wind up, take a slapper. Sails too high. McDonald into the neutral zone. Davis bearing down on him. Here's Armentrout, top of the left side. Shot gets through. Soule with a stop. And Kohut jets ahead for Bradley. Ahead to Davis. Davis with the 1-on-3. Shot, pad save off of Heath. Kohut plays it down to Davis. It's jammed up against the boards. Kohut with it. And now McDonald in CMU. Jet across the neutral zone. McDonald had a chance there in the slot. Did not control the puck. It's kept in the offensive zone. McDonald at the left circle, patiently waiting. Good job on the defensive side of things by Shaq there. Davis again showing off the speed, gets to that puck, beats out Sean Smith. Bradley will get a line change in. Just in time. Smith plays it off the boards. Looking ahead for Terziak, and he lost it. Bradley across center ice. Straker, shot sails wide left. Nobody there to meet it behind the net.
Both teams full strength.
Both teams at full strength. So those penalties expire. 5-on-5 once again. Straker with an opportunity. He slows it down. Couldn't find a teammate as the pass was deflected. Pierce now moving into the slot. What a find. Cooney's drive saved by Heath. Still loose, and Heath covers it up.
That was one of Heath's best saves of the night. The degree of difficulty on there. Close range, had to slide across and able to get the pad on it. There was almost a defensive lapse in the corner. It looked like two Chippewas collided with each other. His body sprawled all over the ice in the corner, and the Braves had a lot of room to operate, but Heath bailed him out once again.
4:36 remaining in this one. Bradley with a 2-goal advantage. Looking for their 4th straight victory. CMU with a chance. Begish shot covered up by Soule.
Good strength there by Begish, and that's not easy. The defender draped all over him, kind of lost control of the puck, able to kick it back to his stick and hang on to get a good scoring opportunity there. But you're CMU, time's running out. The clock is ticking, so you definitely got to try and cut this lead in half sooner rather than later.
Bradley off the draw, cleared out of the zone. Pierce ahead to the left circle, opportunity. He's got Etchison with him. Etchison with a drive, deflected out of play.
Good patience right there from Pierce. Waited to the last minute to slide that pass across, and good look for Etchison as the puck is in the net.
The official employing the stick of Heath to get that out of the net. The officials will have to snag a new puck.
Souvenir number 2 on the night.
Perhaps 3.
Yeah.
There's one earlier that made it all the way up to that balcony area.
All right, so there you go. They're hitting everyone. The lobby.
Begish with a drive, sails wide right.
Balcony, behind the net. Everyone's covered.
Even finding the upper deck here at the Owens Center. Not many seats in the upper deck. Maybe I'd consider the broadcast booth the upper deck.
Yeah, 2. It's specialty seating.
Yes.
It's hard to get in the upper deck, let me tell you.
It is. It's exclusive. Bradley plays it ahead. Stopped by McDonald. Played back into the Bradley zone. No Chippewas there. Malbon there to get it. Malbon jets ahead, weaving in and out of traffic, and he lost it. McDonald passes off the boards.
Kind of surprised they didn't call a trip there. That easily, Malbon could have easily, very easily drew a penalty on that, but I guess not enough contact for him.
Offsides call there. Gets us a stoppage. 3:12 to go, period number 3.
And we still have not seen Shaq out there yet. I stand corrected. There he is. Number 5 back on the ice for the Braves, so that's a good sign for them.
Definitely is. Shaq looked a little bit banged up there at the end of the second period. Puck out of play. So we get a little action right by our ice mic. Matt Harrington down there to retrieve the puck out of the penalty box.
Boy, he's doing it all.
Oh.
Shagging pucks.
He's putting in work tonight.
Analysis in between periods. All with the cold and doing the PA. So Bo Jackson of sports communication majors, let me tell you.
Stephen McDonald tosses it down. Shaq plays it off the boards, looking for Andrew Schmidt. Schmidt beats Armin Trout to it. And it's stuck in the corner. 2 Braves, 2 Chippewas in there battling for it. And we get a whistle.
That's one of those, you just got to move the puck. Stuck there too long. So the ref had to intervene. I'm surprised he blew it so quickly, though. I feel like they could have sorted that out a little bit longer, but.
And with 2:40 left, Mitch, Braves leading 2-0. When do you think they pull the goaltender?
I would say right around probably the 2-minute mark.
Jonah Heath remains in net. Another tie-up alongside the boards. No whistle this time, as it's able to get wedged out. Beamish lost it. Braves with it. It stays in play in front of the bench. Here's Flood. Flood sends it around the boards, looking for Andrew Spence. Instead, it finds Josh Reese. Beamish was on his belly there. Made a good play. Braves at the doorstep. A try from Spence. Saved by Heath.
Great move by Spence. Just couldn't finish, but good look for him.
McDonald alongside the boards. Whistles blow.
We're going to get a tripping penalty, I think, here. Looks like Jack Flood's the guilty party.
Was indeed tripping.
So this is where if I'm Central Michigan, I'm using my timeout here and I'm pulling the goalie. You got a good chance with the power play. Take advantage of the 6-on-4 look and try and set something up. We'll see if they take their timeout. Yeah, they will.
So head coach Sean Boyle in his second season at Central Michigan will take a timeout. Bring Jonah Heath to the bench.
Yeah, if you're not going to use it there, I don't know when you would use it. So we'll see. And this face-off's going to be critical, especially when you want to set up your power play unit, getting everyone in the position they should be. It's imperative you win this opening face-off. And Bradley, it's been well documented tonight how well they've done in the face-off circle. So this will be a big one, and I'm interested to see. They may try and get Cooney on the penalty kill just to win the draw if you're going by who's been the best in the dot, because this is a big one.
Bradley has dominated the draws today. Big part of the reason that they're leading 2-0. And of course, the other big reason is Joshua Sule doing a fantastic job in his first game of the season. Central Michigan has had a number of opportunities, but they have not been able to capitalize. Still winless on the season. Game number 7 for them. They were just swept at ISU. And it's been a tough weekend for CMU as they were in Bloomington playing ISU. They couldn't get a hotel in Bloomington Normal. They had to stay in Peoria all weekend.
That's tough. And then you got to make the commute up. You're already tired, and then you got a long bus ride on top of that. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
That's tough. They've persevered and played, all things considered, a pretty good game here at the Owens Center today. Heath, we're keeping an eye on him, standing well out in front of his net.
I think that's why they didn't pull him initially. They want to make sure they win this draw because he's going to make a beeline towards the bench. If they do, and if they happen to lose it, then he can slide back into position there.
It's going to be Seth Bishop on the draw against Beamish, and the Braves win it, and it's tossed down. So Heath stays on the ice, and he's there to gather it. Stopped for McDonald.
Minor penalty assessed to Bradley's number 32, Jack Flood. 2 minutes for tripping.
Beamish jets ahead. Now Heath will sprint to the bench. Beamish looking for the wraparound. It's now 6-on-4. Beamish looking for options, trying to toss one on the slot, sailed wide. Bishop with a chance. He clears it out. 1:20 remain in the game. Out to the left side, McDonald into the offensive zone, left side. He'll wrap around the net. Surveying options. And we've got 1 minute remaining at the Owens Center. Do or die time for CMU. They need some shots. Beamish deflected up and away. McDonald with it in the corner. McDonald back behind the net. Neitzel out in front. Puck loose. Stopped by Sule.
Neitzel just couldn't get enough on that. He kind of threw a changeup. I think it caught Sule a little off guard because he was expecting that fast shot and came kind of slow, but able to adjust and pounce on that puck to draw the whistle.
Braves will get a line change in. 45 seconds left on the clock. Both the Braves goals coming last period, one by Tommy Davis and one by Zach Pierce.
Now if you're Central Michigan, you're in the mindset where it's do or die time. You're just whipping them on net. You get a good look, fire that thing. Like no extra passes here.
Beamish, the Canadian, wins the draw. Nearly poked away. Reese battling for it. And we'll get a whistle as the puck finds itself on the Bradley bench.
Good effort right there. I believe it was Spence who was able to break that play up down in the corner. Got a stick on it. That deflected it out of play, but it was a good effort by him.
And a timeout will be taken by Bradley here.
This is an interesting one for me. 38 seconds left, up 2. Clearly there's something he didn't like. That's why they're calling this, but of all the times to call a timeout, that's a puzzling one, especially with the game pretty firmly in the grasp, only 38 seconds.
Head coach Brian Hamilton taking advantage of that timeout as the lights flash above the bleachers here at the OC. Not sure why. We've seen some interesting stuff here today, Mitch.
That's an understatement. That is for sure. You never know what this building's going to throw at you.
Yes, any given Sunday, as they like to say.
Light problems, water on the ring.
Bradley,
they throw a lot at you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bradley 38 seconds away from their 4th consecutive victory. Central Michigan 36 seconds away from their 7th consecutive loss to open the season.
And assuming Bradley does hold on to win, I mean, stranger things have happened. It could be a miraculous comeback here, but assuming they do hang on to win, this is one of those wins that a good team scrapes out. I don't think they played their best hockey all day. There was a couple missed opportunities. They battled through it and found a way to get the job done, which is what good teams do.
The Braves have played a different brand of hockey since that 4-goal comeback in the 3rd period last Sunday. They have not lost since.
They knew they were a good team heading into the season. I think that kind of gave their swagger back a little bit.
Spence, good save through traffic. CMU trying to make something happen at the last minute. And it's cleared out. 25 seconds left on the clock. Reese with it, hit at center ice, poked away. Ryan Stumpf back to get it, under 20 to go. McDonald plays it off the boards. Bryant's gonna take a shot. Stopped by McDonald. Under 10 seconds left. Bradley's gonna come out with a 4th straight victory. Glove save by Sule. Cleared out. Will it slide in? It will not. But time expires, and Joshua Sule, in his first game of the season, shuts out Central Michigan.
Well, tremendous effort by him, stopping 38 shots. All around, an excellent performance from this Braves team. It wasn't pretty at times, but they got the job done, and I know that the team looks very happy for Sule rushing over there after that win.
They were quick to give him all sorts of congratulations. We'll get the handshakes between the two teams. Mitch, my big takeaway, at least for the Chippewas, is they played a lot of good hockey today, but they ran into a really good goaltender in Joshua Sule, who is really hungry to play his first game.
Make was no mistake. This is a good Bradley team playing at home. So this is, you know, you can hang your hat on a loss like this, man. But they played a very good game. I think there's stuff you can build off of from that, especially for Heath, too. We talked about how he struggled a little bit this year. He played an excellent game as well. So there's definitely some stuff you can build off if you're CMU.
Joshua Sule gets the first star of the game in his first game of the season. What a way to finish the weekend for Bradley, undefeated. 2 games against McKendree and 1 win here over Central Michigan. Josh Sule is going to catch up with our Matt Harrington here in a moment. A
tip of the hockey helmet to all the goalies for Bradley this weekend, because 3 shutouts is in a series is quite impressive.
How about the Braves outscoring their opponents this weekend? It was 9-0 on Friday night, 4-0 on Saturday, and 2-0 here today. So Bradley getting it done in all phases. Nice little goaltender's picture out in front of the net. You mentioned it, Bradley, all of them getting the job done.
And they have 3 solid goaltenders. Like Sule, who's been known he's going to be the 3rd stringer most of the year. He's not going to play a whole lot. He was the starter just last year, and he played some pretty good hockey. So that's a lot of goaltender depth that they have on this team, which is a nice luxury to have.
Looks like Sule is finally making his way over to Matt Harrington. We'll send it down to Matt.
All right, pleased to be standing with our first star of the game, Joshua Sule. First game back for you in a long time, and you get a shutout. How does that feel?
Dude, it feels amazing. Towards the end there, I was playing on one knee, but it was a blast. I am getting old, but you know what? It was a blast. The boys came out, got pucks in deep, and really just they gave it all they had for me there at the end.
I want to go back to the first period. You make a big sprawling save. Could have been a momentum booster for you guys. Yeah. What was going through your head during that sequence?
Well, I don't want to swear, so I won't tell you the majority of it, but dear God, thank you. I'm hoping for it. Please, please, please. It was a blast, though. I genuinely don't know how I stopped it.
You guys now have 10 periods of shutout hockey in a row between you, Devin Schneider, and Cole Walter. What can you say about those two watching them?
You know what? I think it just shows the depth we have not only as a team but in the net. You know, when Hammy brought in Cole this year, Devin and I really knew we got to step up our game, and I think all of our play these past 10 periods showed that we're all very capable, and we're here to win.
Well, great game tonight, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks to Matt, and you heard him. That's the man of the hour, Joshua Sule, and Bradley's goaltenders with a phenomenal weekend, shutting out their opponents in all 3 of their games. And I think Sule made a great point. When Cole Walter came in, they knew they were going to have to turn their game up a notch, and they definitely have risen to the occasion.
Yeah, competition breeds excellence. So you get that. It's pushing you to be better because you want to earn that playing time. You got other guys pushing you. So I think that was an excellent point by him. And I think it's a friendly competition. It's all pushing to be better, and Bradley hockey is better because of it.
Bradley wins their 4th consecutive game to improve to 5-3 on the season, while CMU falls to 0-7, 7 straight losses to start the season. Mitch, your final thoughts?
Well, if you're Bradley, just keep it rolling the next weekend. You're playing some good hockey. Keep that confidence up because they got a lot going well for them right now. And I think that's very evident from the goaltending depth and even some of the defensive effort. I was very impressed with Josh Crandall, too. He made a couple really nice plays in the defensive end. They sacrificed their body to block some shots, and they had some good scoring opportunities as well. So all coming together right now for the Big Red Machine.
The Big Red Machine, indeed. Tommy Davis, Zach Pierce doing the scoring, and Joshua Sule keeping CMU off the board with 38 saves today. That'll about do it from the Owens Center. So far, our entire crew. Matt Harrington on the production between the glass, Brandon Luisi on the camera, and for my partner, Mitch Kaminski, this is Larry Larson saying so long, and thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later.